think that our record was so scary back then because the conservatives, the politicians, the middle America had never heard about Compton or heard about any cities like that.
And these white kids in the suburbs would hear that, and it scared the shit out of them at first, but then they're like, whoa, man, that's amazing, you know, and they went from, you know, listening to whatever crap they were listening to listening to NWA. You drive down the street and you hear these white kids listening to NWA full blast in their car and shit.
The rich kids want to know how they do it in the ghetto. And that's why you might see it, that's why you sell so many records in the suburbs, but you need that ghetto stamp.
It was something that they had never heard before, and the music had such a broad influence. It had the hip-hop in there, it had the electro in there, and it had the rock in there, because we had a lot of guitars in a lot of our songs, and you know, even the kids who didn't like rap could identify with the power of the music.
This exploded into the wider culture. The suburbs, white suburbs, is where NWA was the most popular.
One day I remember I was driving down Compton Boulevard coming from work, had on my little uniform, and I saw a SWAT truck. And I'm like, man, I'm nosy. You know, I want to know. I go in the alley. I see his girlfriend. She's just standing there. It was one of his baby's mama. She's standing in the alley. I'm like, Joyce, what happened? She said, they're shooting a video. I said, who? She said, Eric. I looked down at the thing, and he's standing in the middle of the thing. Remember those old big brick banana phones? He's standing there holding the phone. And she said, Eric, look. And he looked at me, and I walked up to him. The first thing I could say was, I was wrong, bro. You did it. He said, I told you. He said, what you doing now? I said, man, I'm working welding. He said, you don't want to do that no more. I quit the next day. And me and him, from then on, we was rolling.
I would say 1989, the tour. Everybody loved the tour. Not just the fans. I mean, everybody. The crew member, the light members, everybody. We knew girls that would do very, I would say, freaky things for pass.
The energy, the vibe was incredible, man. I mean, I would be backstage, okay, when everybody's getting ready, and to them getting ready is throwing on their loads, fixing their Raiders hats, drinking 8-ball, getting really fucked up, you know?